Hey guys, what's up? It's Destry. Welcome back to my yard. Today we're going to be doing a couple things. I have a spray painting project to take care of. I have a corner that I want to fix up and do a little planting. And then also I'm going to give you an update on how the flower stand is going. So stick around and let's check out what's happening in my Oregon yard today. So, do your kids eat Eggo waffles or is it just mine? Today I'm going to spray paint this box. So this is a box we had in our garage. I'm just going to give it a fresh coat. And then this is going to be a mason jar return box. So right now I'm doing my bouquets in mason jars on the flower stand. So this way people can return the mason jar, or if they want to donate a mason jar, and I'll give them $1 off their next bouquet. So I thought it would be kind of like a little incentive. So I need to zhuzh up this box a little bit. So I'm going to hit it with some spray paint. And then let me show you the area, the corner I want to work on today and plant up a couple things. Okay, so we're headed on over to kind of this, like, I would call it like my woodland corner of my yard, only because that's where the stacked wood is. But it's really cute. Like, it's a cute area, so it's kind of here behind me. But it kind of like needs a little glow up. It needs a little like work here and kind of, I don't know, just like working on some of the landscaping. So I'm going to be working on some of the rocks. And then I have a couple planters to plant up. So that's going to be fun too. Okay, so the first plant we should probably talk about is this stunner right here. Look at this beauty. Do you know what this is? This is a fig tree. So very excited about getting a fig tree planted. This is a Desert King fig. And let's see, it says full sun to part shade. Talks about it blooms in the spring, hardiest 6 to 10. So this is one, if I have room, I might bring it indoors or in the greenhouse, but honestly, it would probably survive outdoors here in my area in 8B, I'm sorry. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in this nursery pot. Now this nursery pot's nothing special, but it's what I have. It's a nice big pot and I think the tree will do well in it. So I'm just gonna kind of clean it up a little bit and then that can go there. These are some plants for a different project, but I might end up using them in this project today. We'll see. I do like these pops of yellow, and these are some zinnias that I just purchased, and they're really pretty. And then these down here are let's look at these, you guys. I thought they were so pretty, this rich color. Pentas Lucky Star Dark Red. So yeah, that's those. And I just think they're really pretty. And so I liked this color combo kind of moving into, well, not moving to fall, but just, I don't know, they're just bright colors to me. They're not really fall colors. And then this is the bench that I got about 2-3 years ago, probably 2 years ago. And it was already like a reclaimed kind of recycled bench. So the paint is flaking and, that's whatever. I had a bunch of plants on it at one time. So I might just put a pot there or something else. And then the other part I want to address is down here with the rock border. So the rock border kind of comes this way. It gets a little jumbled through here, but I'd like to continue it around that pot and then kind of bring it up into this area. And that way we can do bark here as well. And when we get another load of bark. So I'm trying to decide. I have this like weird little patch of grass right there, but then nothing here. So I'm thinking about taking that out. I don't know. Tell me what you think, but I'll probably take that out and just, clean up this border here. So this is going to be a bigger project. I'm hoping I can get it done in one day, but we'll have to see. This over here is a sunflower that I got for this pot. Let's see, this one is a Sulsation Flame, and so this is a multi-branching sunflower. I have had really bad luck growing sunflowers, so I bought a couple this year just like this as starts, and that makes my life a lot easier than trying to grow them from seed. So, and then the wood pile, it is what it is. It's a wood pile. I don't mind it. My husband has a lot of his bee equipment back here. So if you haven't seen the videos on him doing the beekeeping work, I will link them down below, or just look, actually just look through my playlists. Like I have a whole playlist on beekeeping. So I've been working really hard to make, you know, relevant playlists for you guys. So anyway, say, hopefully you can see can you see the bees doing their work? I'm not at the best angle for it, but they're doing their thing. And then other than that, this corner has, let's see, I did hang out this little birdhouse just recently. So that's kind of cute. This area is okay. Again, it has like some stacked wood. Eventually I'd like to burn some of that. We were thinking we'll burn some of it this summer in we have like a solo little fireplace. So we might try to burn through some of this. But anyway, the barking probably won't happen today, but I can try to get the rock border ready and maybe do some planting and things like that. And then my rocks are actually in here. So that's why I have my little wagon today. So those are just rocks from around my garden when we dug up for the irrigation. And so I think I'm going to have enough to continue this little border here. All right, so here's how things are looking so far. You can see I've made just kind of an arched, maybe just a slight arched rock border there. And those rocks are pretty dirty. I will be going in with a hose and, you know, kind of scrubbing them up, and the rain will do that job for me all winter. I'm still debating about the one little like patch of grass. I don't know. I think he needs like googly eyes, and I'm just going to give him a name like Harry or something. Anyway, more to come on that. And then I did find over here quite a few brambles of some ivy, which is really hard to control in our yard, and we have fought it and fought it and fought it, but now we don't have very much of it anymore. So this patch is my cutting patch. So I can cut some of these and make some starts. Now, I would not suggest putting ivy in the ground. It is, at least for me, very invasive, but it's really fun to propagate and use in like topiaries and things like that. So I might get in there with my snippers today and snip some of that as well. Next things as well is to get get this fig tree planted and get the sunflowers planted. So let's do that next. So tell me in the comments, have you ever tried to fix up a small area like this where, you know, using things from might have in your own yard, or things you already could like upcycle or move around, like the rocks, right, and repositioning them into like a border? So tell me in the comments, what areas are you working on in your landscaping or your yard lately, and what successes have you had? So in these two pots that I'm using today, I actually had garlic planted up in them. And so, yeah, it was really an interesting experiment to do garlic in a container. I would say my garlic that I planted in ground did a lot better. But it was kind of necessary because we actually deconstructed an old garden bed, and we had relocated and built additional garden beds and the archways there this spring. So I had to lose that bed. And so the alternative would have been to just lose all the garlic. So I quickly grabbed what I had, which are some big pots, and I put them in there, and they did do pretty well. So this is a Desert King fig fruit tree. It's considered a ficus, and I paid around $40 for it. And actually earlier this spring, I had tried to propagate some from my neighbor. She had done some cuttings of her fig tree, but honestly, I waited too long. I should have asked her. I just knocked on the door and asked a few days before that, when they were still a little bit more fresh, I guess. I dipped them all in rooting hormone, tried to root all of them, and none of them took. So I was really disappointed. So this fig tree is kind of my, okay, I give up. My propagation didn't work fig tree, but I've always wanted one, and I'm super excited to get one planted today. All right, so I got the fig tree planted. Didn't take me very long at all. And then the sunflower planted. Really excited about these. I got to get them watered in. And then the ones back here, I haven't totally decided if I'm going to leave them here and pot them up. So I'm not going to do anything with them today except just enjoy them and water them. Down here in the front, this will be rebarked, so I think that'll make that look a lot better. And then I might, if I see some deals on pretty pots this end of summer clearance, I might buy some bigger pots to kind of create some focal point out here, by the bench, I guess is what I'm saying. But I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. But for now, I think it looks a lot better. I'm glad I did the border. I'm going to rinse that off and water everybody in. And I think it looks really good. So let's go ahead and check on our box and see if our paint is dry. Okay, so it's been a minute, it's breezy, and it's going to be a really hot day today, guys. I feel like the summer temps are starting to warm up, and it's going to be really warm. So anyway, I'm trying to get this done pretty early in the morning. It's not morning, but it's not quite noon yet. So I'm going to get my test done early and then go sit and enjoy the air conditioning I'm lucky enough to have. So anyway, let me show you the box and let's see how it dried. Here it is. Could the cuts be more even? Yes. Did I snag it from my garage? Yes. So I'd say it's a win. I'm gonna make something cute for the front of it, talk about bringing back the mason jars kind of thing, and then we will be all done with this little project. So a little more crafting to do on that one. All right, so our last task today, besides watering in those plants, is I promised you a sneak peek of the flower stand and how it's looking. So I'm gonna go ahead and take you out there. I'm gonna put my little spray painting curtain thing back away. I'm gonna take you out there and show you. Now I did put fresh flowers on the stand this morning, but if you haven't seen the video where my husband and I upcycle or reimagine our kids' play structure into a flower stand, make sure to check that video out. It's such a great idea. So let me show you what the flower stand's looking like today. Okay, so here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Here's how it's looking from the side. And all the flowers are here, looking beautiful. I think I have 12 bouquets total, like a dozen, which is what I did last time. So just to give you a little peek of how things are looking. Again, this was our kids' old play structure, which you can kind of see if you're a parent that has a play structure. You can kind of see how that worked. I'm also doing onions and garlic today, 2 for $1, and then the bouquets are 10. And so down here on the bottom is where I'm going to put the mason jar return area. I'm just going to put that little box down here, and then I might add some planters or a few other things, but I think it just being stained and with the steps that go down, it's looking really good today. So there's your little sneak peek of how the flower stand is looking in the 1st of July here. All right, Yardeners, well, thanks for hanging out with me today and doing some spray painting, some fixing up of a corner, and checking out the flower stand. I hope that you're having a great day and a really good, amazing start to your summer. If you need me, I'll be hanging out doing some yardening here in my Oregon yard. I'll see you next time. Bye.